the F-Type convertible, and we're going to talk about our favorite features when it comes to the convertible. In terms of looks, the F-Type is one of the sexiest cars on the market, and no car really has the visceral, emotional, or physical impact that an F-Type has on one. Beautiful car, it looks aggressive, you have the E-Type East rear end.
To evoke the body of the ideal woman.
And it's a stunning car, like, you know, the F-Type, they say it's one of the most beautiful cars ever made by Enzo Ferrari. The F-Type is no less, like it's one of the best looking cars made in the past decade. And also, you can't talk about an F-Type without talking about the exhaust. So we're in dynamic mode. Put it in dynamic mode and let's do a little takeoff, shall we? So yeah, it sounds amazing. Like, you know, I'm just worried about cops and stuff, but this car, there's nothing that sounds quite like it. Also, you know, in terms of performance, the R makes 550 horsepower. It's a beast of a car, and I just love the performance. You know, you have all-wheel drive, so you can drive it in the winter, and it's a practical car if you get the coupe, because you get a lot of trunk space, but with the convertible, it is a little tighter, but it's the price you pay for that top-down view. So the thing with the F-Type convertible is that, unlike the coupe, which has a very big trunk, is that, you know, if you travel a lot or you do a lot of road trips, this isn't the car for you, because the trunk, as you can see, is not the biggest. It's pretty small. So that's the only thing we're not so fond of when it comes to the convertible. The coupe has a huge trunk. And also inside, you don't have too much storage space, which is one small drawback. You know, if you have a car like this, you probably have a few other cars as well, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue. But there's quite a bit of storage space, but not as much as you would want. So you have all-wheel drive, it's good in the winter, 550 horsepower. Hydraulic steering is very, very tight, and it handles really well. You know, the looks are matched by a responsive chassis. The cool thing about this car is that it's made of recycled aluminum. So if, you know, you're the type of person that cares about the environment, this is the car for you. All Jags right now, they're all made of recycled aluminum, so not only are they more dynamic and nimble on their feet, you know, you also feel good about the fact that, you know, it's good for the environment. And they get 25 miles per gallon. You're getting 550 horsepower. You're getting all-wheel drive, and you're getting great gas mileage, about 25 miles per gallon, so you can't really complain. This car covers every single base. Now you're probably wondering, how much does all this cost? 550 horsepower, all-wheel drive, convertible, top-down. Well, you're looking at about 140. You can spec them out to, I believe it was 160. But, you know, if you don't option it too heavily, which, to be honest, most of the options aren't really necessary. It's the carbon ceramic brakes that are like 13 grand and some other stuff. You know, this car can be yours for 120.